At the end of the day, I think we need to start trying to reduce the power dynamic that exists within spaces. So yes, so long as you're teaching a class, you are going to hold a little bit more of the power in that sense, but try not to come off like that you know your students' bodies better than themselves. So whether you're a teacher or whether you're a student, coming into a space, allowing everyone to have their own autonomy and agency over their own bodies. So straight away, if we can develop that culture whereby people feel like they're just as you said, not feeling shamed that they are taking a variation or an option of a pose that is quote unquote less than the quote unquote real pose, that no one should feel that way because everybody's different. So what I like to say is yoga is an individual practice, but we just happen to do it in a group environment, right? But I think there's this fixation, particularly when it comes to the ego of teachers, that they want to see their students all doing the same thing, and that's reflective of them being a good teacher. I'm the opposite. I want to look out and see everybody doing something different because it means that they're honoring their own body and that we've created a culture of inclusivity and permission that people can take the variation or the option that's best for their body. It's not a synchronized swimming class, we're not all trying to do the same thing, but I think people feel like they should be doing that. And it's crazy because we all have different bodies, so why would our yoga poses all look exactly the same? Yoga studios, because there seems to be a culture of like, well, if you have to go and get a prop, you need to do the walk of shame across the class to go and get the prop, and it just makes you feel terrible about yourself. Whereas, can we all just have props from the beginning? And for those that don't want to use them, fine, you don't have to use them, but they're there for everyone. And if we can start to see them more as tools rather than a crutch, then it means that we're becoming familiar with our practice and different ways of using these tools within our practice so that when we become injured, when we age, when we develop certain conditions, when we just wake up one day and our body doesn't feel like our own, we are knowledgeable enough and experienced enough and also confident enough to use these tools as and when we want them, as opposed to them being this kind of thing you have to use if you can't do the quote unquote real.